There has been a potentially game-changing announcement by Amazon that seems to have flown under the radar. So in this video, I'm going to be talking you through the announcement and explaining how you can capitalize on it. So I mentor lots of new Amazon sellers, and one of the biggest concerns that I see is that sellers are worried about how they're going to get their first reviews. And if you try to launch a product on Amazon without any reviews, can be a very, very challenging task. For example, if we look at some of these hot new releases, we've got someone that's launched this portable vacuum cleaner. They're charging £30.99 and they've got no reviews. Now, if you can compare this to maybe some of the existing competition, like these guys, selling at £32.99 but slightly cheaper with a voucher, they've got 4.8 average and 246 reviews. So if you put yourself in the customer perspective, which one are you going to choose? These guys here with reviews that are building your trust, or these guys here? So you can see how important reviews can be. And what we have seen is an announcement from Amazon that gives sellers the chance to get reviews before they actually launch their product on Amazon. So you can imagine how much of a game changer this could be for your product launch. If you can launch a product with 20 to 30 reviews already in place, that's going to give you a much better chance of success on Amazon. So let me talk you through the press release. Here we go. So get Vine reviews before your product launch. Now, before I read the rest of it, I've got a caveat to this and also a tip. So make sure you stick around for both of those. You can now get authentic product reviews before launch when you enroll eligible fulfillment by Amazon, so FBA products in the Vine program after creating listings. Customers enrolled in Vine Voices can review your products pre-launch, which allows you to launch a product with up to 30 genuine customer reviews on the first day it's available for sale. So the first caveat is Vine reviewers can be overly picky, sometimes for no reason at all. So only use the Vine review program if you are extremely confident in your product. If there are things about your product you're not sure about and you're hoping customers won't notice, there's a good chance that a Vine reviewer is going to pick holes in it. And if you're not familiar with Vine reviews, this is what they look like. So this is the review section of a mini fridge. It says here, Amazon Vine customer review of free products. So this green text highlights Vine reviews, and you can see one here is given this one 3 stars and a video. And you can imagine if this was the first review the product received, it's going to make it very, very difficult for those guys to launch this product. Another one here at 4 stars and one at 5 stars. So that is one of the caveats. Keep in mind the Vine reviewers can be very, very picky. The second thing, my first thought was, well, this is a great program, but our 500 units or 1,000 units of inventory all arrive at Amazon at the same time. So I don't necessarily want to delay my launch by 3 or 4 weeks while this goes on. So my tip would be split your shipment. So most shipments are going to come in by sea freight, which is about 6 weeks on a boat and maybe a week or 2 either side for collection and delivery to Amazon. If you ask your supplier to split the shipment and maybe send 10, 20, 30 units that you're going to use for this program, send them by air freight instead, they're going to arrive in about 2 weeks' time. And that's going to give you a good 3 or 4 weeks before the bulk of your shipment arrives after that. So you can do like a pre-launch where you get all of the reviews, and then 3-4 weeks later, you actually launch your product. So that would be the tip I'd give to anyone that is struggling with the concept of how can I get reviews if all of my inventory is coming in one shipment. Now, there is a PDF which talks you through the full process here. So it says, for more information on how to launch, go to our Vine seller guide. And I've got this PDF here. Now, you can't actually access this unless you have a seller account. So if you want to access this PDF, what I've done is I've uploaded it to the FBA Elite website. So if you go to fbaelite.com and then /vine.pdf, and this PDF will download, and then you can read through it. And I think it's the last page which talks you through how to get started with this. Now, if you want to start your own Amazon FBA business, but you're struggling to find your first product, I've got a secret method that no other sellers are really using that uses the Vine program to find products other sellers just aren't looking at. So I'm going to pop up that video now, and I'll see you guys over there.